This is going in the 21 R1 ATZ-7 with the restart button on there. So the Power Sport batteries come with a 3-year warranty, so keep that in mind. You do have to register them within the first 30 days or keep the original receipt. It says not to use with lead acid chargers. The charger, I guess, says it's a smart charger, so we'll see how smart it is. What it looks like. We'll hang that old boy right there. All right, let's weigh this little guy. All right, so the stock battery is only 130 cranking amps, 150. So, and with the restart, sure you hit the button there. So we're gonna put this on. And put this on ounces. So that's what we got. 21 ounce, almost 22. And then we're gonna put these. Final weigh, yeah, 22.5. So 22.5 ounces. All right, I'm gonna put this on charge and let's get the old battery out. So I just hooked up the battery charger and it said it was full right away. Let's just look at this real quick. Yeah, so this thing is reading 13.3, so it's definitely fully charged. Or 5/16, whatever you got. So the whole reason I'm changing this old girl is because it, you know, I was having trouble. I would start it, go down to the gas station, get gas. When I go to restart it, I'd have a problem. The dash was going dim, whatnot. So we're gonna disconnect the negative first, because if you leave this on and you're turning and taking this one off first, and you touch, it could be a bad day. Be careful, there's a nut in there, so you don't want to lose it. Okay, take that off. Okay, we already took the hold down off, and that's it. There it is. There's the battery. So there is a height difference. Okay, and that's what these are going to make up for. Put that there, put that there. It's a tad taller. It's a tad taller, but it'll squish. So here's what this battery weighs. 4.4 pounds. So make sure you guys match up the way it's going to sit in the bike. So we've got positive here and then positive here, so it doesn't go with the writing up or with the logo up. It'll actually have this facing up, so match that up. You don't want to hook it up backwards. And another thing is these screws, I'm not sure what these are, but definitely a non-ferrous metal. So what I'm saying is, you don't want to drop these down in the bike somewhere, because they will be very hard to fish out. Definitely a big difference. Alright, let's get in the bike. Alright, so what I ended up doing is I put one of the foam pads, this little full piece, up towards the top, and then I put I split one in half. Alright, I put one here on this side and one on this side. And that way the battery is supported all the way around. So alright, let's get the battery in. Remember, the writing goes down to match up the terminals. Alright, so we got two options. We can either use the stock ones, which will work. Yeah, it'll catch enough to tighten, but or we have to drill these out. I'm gonna drill them out. Drill out these with a drill bit. And let me tell you, it ain't pretty. It's very hard to do this on the bike. I would recommend taking them off, the cables off, and putting them in a vise, because what happens is you get all the way through and then it catches on the last turn and then it twists. It'll grab this cable and twist it and break it right off. But I was able to do it without having to take them off, because I was able to clamp them into place and do it. But just take it off, okay? Because you're messing with some electronics here, and that bit slips through and hits something, man, you just have a bad day. All right, so we're gonna do the reverse process of when we took the battery out. So we're gonna hook the positive first, and then the negative. That way, you know, while you're tightening this, and if you accidentally hit a ground, it's not gonna arc. So that's why you do that. Because with this connected first, right, and then you connect this and you're turning your wrench and it hits something metal, well, that will cause a dead short, so you don't want to do that. All right, let's get her in. And then here's the restart button. Okay, with this installed and fully seated, you can reach your grubby little fingers in here and hit that. Now the instructions on that, so it says press to restart. It doesn't say press and hold. Do not use lead acid chargers on this. So, and do not charge battery over don't charge battery over 14.4 volts. I think that's the key, as you don't want to overcharge these batteries. So, and also make sure you leave your terminals on this end, right? Right, you want to leave those on and keep them sealed up. All right, let's get to it. Nuts here that are shaped perfectly. That's why I decided to drill these out, because I wanted to use the hardware that came with the battery, because it'll work best with it. You know, unbolting these cables ain't gonna be easy, okay? But I didn't do that. All right, here we go fishing. This is not what I wanted to do. I'm telling you guys not to do it. What I do, I drop it. Right down in there, where it is. Now, let's see if I can reach my grubby little fingers in there. No, I can't go that way. If I'm able to pull this up out of the way. Alright, I think I can get it from there. Well, that's actually good sound. Good sound. Alright, let's try this again. I gotta put back what I took off here. Alright, so we got our nuts in, or well nuts, not well nuts, capture nut, I don't know, rectangle nut, or how you want to call it. Okay, so now these are 10, okay, but you can't fit a socket because it sits below this little ledge here on the battery. Alright, so you won't be able to do that, so you're just gonna have to really give that thing a twist. All right. Alright, give it a twist and hold it. Hold it. guys, let's get the battery. Hold down back on. Let's get the battery. Hold down back on. Alright, before we button this up, let's make sure the bike still runs. Alright. That's a good sign. As this thing cranks now. Battery has the ability to be put in two different ways, okay, and you have to pay attention that you do not get the terminals backwards. You know, that could cause some serious damage to very expensive parts, as you know, such as your ECU. So double check, triple check that, just to be sure. With that said, guys, I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for sticking around.